I'm pissed. So, you might be wondering why I'm doing this instead of the usual Hanabaloo. The answer is... that's all you're getting, kids and kidettes. This mod gets bad towards the end, like really slaughter bad, but who cares? It's video games. I'm in a mood so foul, I'm considering calling off in volunteer work today, but on the other hand, that feels super rude. Turn on the... No. I want to turn on the codes of the sheets. There's a thing up there? I don't think you can ever come back here. What you're supposed to notice is, oh, it's a hologram. It's a hieroglyph. Okay. That's, alright. 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 That's alright. I wonder what will happen once we walk. Man, the fact is, Doom doesn't have like 2 dimensions. I wonder if this would be like humanly something you would want to do if you didn't have like fancy drawing tools nowadays. Anyway. Okay, oh, I love that. I love it so much. Just, Jesus, man, the explosive radius on this thing is insane. They'll blow up you, your dad, your mom's dad, your dad's mom, and your dad's mom's dad. And that all for the price of some cheap lemonade. Who's next? My reflex to hell right now, which is 90% to do with the fact that I slipped bad. Why do I keep? Oh, those are cartridges I've ejected. All right. You win this round, video game. But you only win this round. Future rounds will go to the victor. Yeah, but towards the end, like levels, the final level and then the penultimate level are just kind of trashy. In a not good way. Get out of here, sir. Sir! Thank you. Protonic wave. Okay. But the real question is... can we trust Captain Carius? I completely forgot about those Joshmos. Oh, hello. Since when did you move into this neighborhood? Kaboom. Kaboom! Just love the projectile gets bigger and badder and stronger and faster. I like this weapon. There's something just so fun about using it. Was there an archvile in here? In fact, there were 2 archviles. Okay, there's a portal to explain where he comes from. Just wouldn't be doing without the deeply accurate monster spawn. Oh. Cool effect though. Look at that. Look at that. And tell me that doesn't look awesome. In fact, if you do tell me that ain't awesome, I'm going to lodge a formal complaint. I'm so glad that I realized how to do the mouse wheel thing, that's also how the map works. Ooh, I don't want you quite yet, sir. Oh, hello. Which I just got a knife! I wonder what the gun of the day is. I sure hope it ain't my pasta spooler. Wouldn't want my pasta spooled. Let's go. I like the setup. It's kind of neat. It's just cheesy. But just look at the damage potential. Fast expect you to act. Ah, shit. I thought I had like a second more, but I didn't. I was a fool. I did not make the smart investments that day. But so is the fish. Beam me up. Finally. This is why you never trust contractors. They try to pull stuff like that, and they're like, well, it's just a modern way to design buildings nowadays. This floor sinks all the way to the basement, so you can, I don't know, you can enjoy your basement a bit more. People don't appreciate their basements nowadays. Oh, wait, no. No. I get the BFG here, don't I? Out of my way, good fellows. Things... You might notice that that's what the bars next to my health bar are about. Those are my Illuminati beam powers. I get 3 of them. And I get a new one when I pick up baby alien packs. Or actually big boy alien packs. Sometimes, not always. I don't know what the exact ratios are. That's it? You're not gonna... I know that you have to pick those kind of things up to get your additional charges. It's pretty good. It's got really good damage potential. It can stun lock most big boss monsters, which is what you usually use those kinds of guns on in the first place. The only problem I have with it is that it has such a long charge-up time. Oh yeah, I should probably show the description. It's also really good for just finishing off boss monsters, because one continuous beam will almost guaranteed destroy whatever you're aiming at. There's the button. Tie up their capital. You also need liquid assets, you fool. You can't just rely on invested capital to fund your house. You can't pay bills if it's tied up. You fools. Ooh, we're gonna pull out the... No. Keep it on. Like... This is just the plasma gun. Reliable results. Only problem is ammo consumption is just way high. I think there's a button around here somewhere. There it is. now we're the alien. This is a good first level. I'll give it that much. It's certainly a real kick in the teeth. Forces you to wake up, open your eyes, open up your eyes, then you realize this is an everlasting love, that kind of stuff. I like it, because I really think... The thing I don't like about this map pack is that it starts off so strong, and then towards the end it just kind of turns into a bunch of slaughter maps, and it's like, really? This bland banana bean stuff is what you're going to serve as Last Supper? This constitutes quality creation. Also, here's the alien ship we came in with. For some reason, there was just a whole bunch of guys standing out here waiting to get exploded. None of them got gibbed, they just all got hurt. Which means that whatever the crash was, it wasn't enough damage. Go. Let's work our way slowly, methodically. Wait, it says reload on dry shooting. I want that turned off. Where's that option? I don't like that. That's illegal. Pacing sounds enables casing's fade time 30 seconds, whatever. Weapon set options. Pistol starts disabled. So that's if you want to go with pistol starts. All large ammo pickups. Your HUD will not update on the new mode. Cell-based ammo pickups only separate packs. Okay, so you can do all that kind of cool stuff. I like this one a lot because it makes me feel special without putting a drain on your other important resources. Vanilla balance toggle only affects the Doom 2 weapons. Okay, so probably buffs the Doom 2 weapons a little bit, or changes them around a bit to match this. Item visuals gives it the default appearance. This will massively improve frame rate in game, so I know it's struggling. Okay, that's alright. Colorful hell, I don't know what that is. Cool. The ammo count just isn't there. But who cares? This is the Ancient Alien packs. For the Ancient Alien map set. I just really don't like how this thing works. Anyway, this one's kind of neat. I might want that armor though. Oh, it's too late now. Jesus, I hate that. Jinkies. Jinkies. Let's pick up the blue harness. I'll pops this down first so you can't trigger it from before. That's neat. Don't know why I have to make it a shooty button, but... fucking shitting me. Hello there, friend. I got teleported. So this one stumped me for a while. This looks like a light, doesn't it? It looks like a light fixture, but it's actually the thing you're supposed to do. I hated that one. That one had me stumped for like a couple of minutes. Also, I think I found out why the swing does so weird. It's because I'm so used to using my auto fire button for these kinds of things But here, holding it down is the preferable option because it keeps the knife swings going. I got a knife. What do you have? A rocket launcher? Ha, you fool! Clearly you do not know the way of the ninja. Oh hell, what is he doing here? Who invited him to the party? Sure wasn't me. I feign innocence. Oh, we're gonna meet a new enemy, aren't we? Ah! If you don't like Revenant Rockets, you're not gonna like this guy either. Oh, he sucks so much. Oh, we're about to be one of the worst enemies ever designed. I hate this guy so much. I want to punch the guy who invented him in the gut. Look, look. Smeorica, I still only have my knife, which is pretty neat. He's got a knife. Hey there, Frisk, what you got there? I got a knife! Oh no. It is the ultimate baby no moment. Anyway, let us pick up these health bonuses. Let's take our sips and prepare for battle. What the hell just happened? What just happened? Ah! Someone is hosting me. How nice. How lovely. I do not know the proper etiquette for the situation. Woo! Focus. Okay. Okay. I can't melee. Here they come. These guys suck. I hate them. I want them to die and never come back again. So what do they do, you might say? What makes them such bad enemies that makes me a grumpy boy to think about them? Those guys do two things. They explode on death. It's, I think, just a regular rocket explosion, but without the impact damage, so it's just the splash damage, which can explode the others. They're pretty vulnerable. As you can see, one shotgun blast, accurate enough, would take them out. The real problem is that they shoot one of two attacks. They shoot a triple rocket, Revenant Fast Rocket, aka you will probably die if they hit you with all of them. The other type of rocket they can fire at you is, how do I describe it? 3 homing rockets. They usually fire at a low angle because they're usually above you since they float. They float like crazy. Oh, hello, someone said something. Oh, no! No! Ah! I don't know who John Suit P is, but he seems to know me. That's exciting. How engaging. Oh, heck. We're into a trap. This level's interesting, because we have no guns, but there are guns waiting for us. If we take the right path, we can get... Ooh. Alright. Who are surprisingly very invisible at a distance. They are hard to see. Oh no, this gun's gone. What do we do? Without the rocket launcher, we'll be useless. Luckily, we get the deluxe shotgun. It might proclaim itself the hybrid shotgun, but I think it's deluxe. Because it's essentially, what if we made the... It essentially answers the question, what if we made the super shotgun but actually had a controlled spread, so you could sort of figure out how you want to use it. Because the big problem with the super shotgun has almost universally been that its spread is so unreliable that you can't really aim it unless you're just standing so close that aiming stops me. Okay, so what's going on with these ammo packs? Why do they look like this? That's what happened. Whoops. Whoops! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's entirely possible, actually. Now that I think about it. Let's go pick up our early backpack. Where is it? Where's my backpack? There it is. Woo! Double carry capacity. Always a blessing. Never a curse. Where is the rocket launcher again? Was it down here or up there? It was somewhere, and I think it was down here. Can we get the... No. I think, like, up this ledge. Yeah, that's where the rocket launcher is. That's where the energy blasters... I kind of prefer the rocket launcher. It's got a little bit more to it. I like these a lot. These little banners, they're cute. They're very, very cute. Look at them. Who shot me? And now you're over there. And now you're not. Red key. Red door. Bunch of bonuses. Hello. Actually, it was a much more shocking situation. Let's go for... Oh! Kinda regretting coming here first. Oh! Ooh. So those are Archvile banners, aren't they? Yes, they are. They are special boy banners for special boys. But the trick is that they are not active right now. They're going to be active in a bit. Once we hit the button, some barrels are going to spawn in these locations, these exciting locations. And if the barrels are destroyed, the Archviles come in. We don't want them. We don't want them until I have my Plasma Welder. I like this idea, though. This is kind of neat. Because usually when people put, like, spawn blockers in place, you don't really know they're spawn blockers. But here it's like, hey, warning, Archvile. And then you're like, what could that mean? And there's a barrel there now. Your brain can put A and B together. It's kind of neat. I think it's an underappreciated element to make it so the player cannot shoot a certain area. Oh goodness. You bastards. Once an Archvile shows up, I'm kind of boned. I'm very likely to incidentally, accidentally, unintentionally trigger one of the other ones as a result of having to use my rocket launcher, since that's the only real good, like, high-volume ouchie gun I have. Why the hell am I using this? Because it's really good. That's why. And if I just jam it close enough into that man's abs, it won't spread. Should I take care of him? Well, they're rowdy little boys anyway. This weapon mod is Final Doomer 2.4. It is specifically the Ancient Aliens pack because this is the map, the WAD I'm playing, the map pack is also Ancient Aliens. And you can kind of see how sometimes the weapons align very nicely with what the WAD expects you to do. Let's take a sip. Luckily I have this little button that I can push. Whoops. Luckily. Res locked. Love res locking. It feels so dirty. Now where's the... There she is. Hello there! Oh, we need this. We need the teleporter because don't forget the little wall that's here. I like this. I like this a lot because usually they're a little bit more overt. They're like proper bars or they're a big thing. Here it's like, oh, it's just a little... No. Oh. Too bad Doom Guy can't jump. If anyone can't jump in this wild world of odds, it's Doom. There they are. Did I go south? No, I didn't go south. So I'm gonna get the alien gun soon. That's nice. I like the alien gun. I also like the rocket launcher, but... Hello. Bye. Ow. does this wad expect me to take it seriously if it uses that goddamn Star Wars sound? Wow, shotgun can. I mean, technically, I think the base shotgun can too. Does 35 to 105 damage. I don't know how much imps have in terms of health, but I think it's enough that they can sometimes, very rarely, if you're the luckiest boy on this side of the moon, get a double kill, which is nice. And yes, this weapon pack is very sweet. The BFG in particular is a peach. Ooh, I forgot what the enemy composition for this fight is, but it's not a pleasant one. So we got these little pillars that come down. That's not really the problem with this area. Little pillars are this. They are the pickups. They are our little bonuses that we get to pick up when we feel like a little bit of a beaten up boy. The thing is, them. Trust yourself. Have confidence. The bold are rewarded in a game of doom. I noticed that those guys are rarely ever spawned in a situation where their explosion would destroy anything other than another one of them, their little boys. Like, they're never put in an enemy group and you're like, ha, I will blow up these enemies. It's always like, oh, I'll just get rid of them faster. Which feels not great. I don't like that. I kind of want to hold on to that. Armor is a bit more precious than health is. Since of the way armor works, armor gives you full armor, regardless of when and how you pick it up. Whereas health universally just gives you health. And it's in smaller dosages. As a result, you're more likely to find segmented health packs, so you're unlikely to waste large quantities of health unless you pick up a soul sphere and you're already at 200 health, in which case it's like the biggest no-no you can do. Otherwise, you generally get one bit of health out of everything you pick up. I originally liked this, but it doesn't hold up in later stages. It really loses some of its potential over time, especially over distance. That's not accurate enough to be a good, like, chain gun. The bigger problem I have is the chain gun has a shorter repeat cycle. You can snipe with this. The first two shots are just like the chain gun, are always pinpoint accurate. The problem I have is that it starts spraying and it has such a long cooldown animation, you're likely to just keep continuous fire going, which means you can't pinprick it very easily. And this is oh, I forgot both doors open for, or maybe they required both. I don't know how they exactly work. And this is why we berserk back behind. Ooh, I forgot what this fight is about. Yeah. Damn, it's such a good rocket launcher. You know, if I ever assemble like a favorites pack of like of weapons I like the most, I think this is gonna be my favorite rocket launcher. The Matriarch comes close, but there's something about this weapon. The fact that it doesn't splash you to death is just amazing, because I'm not good with the splash. I'm not good with the wind up and cooldown. I always, at least once, blast myself in a mod pack. But here it's like, wow, I took 14 damage. That's not nearly as much as instant killing yourself with it, or instant giving yourself, I guess, in some situations. Where the, this one's kind of funky. Like, oh, I gotta go into each one of the cupboards and push the little buttons. Cute, cute, cute. And as we all know, since this mod pack is just a little bit forward, it loves just putting arch files all over the place. Button. Which lets us go back. I guess I might as well go back. There is an armor waiting for me, and I might as well pick up the armor while I can. I mean, there's a secret for coming back here. Yoink. Yoink. I should have checked if I had a blue armor or not. Sometimes it's actually worth not picking up conventional armor, since green armor has 1/3 protection, blue armor has 1/2 protection. Interestingly enough, both armors will last you exactly 200 points of health damage, which I find very exciting. It's a small mathematical doodad, but I like it, because it's a small. Oh, this level's not great. I don't like it. I like this. Will say is my aesthetic. Also, something about the splash damage of the photon launcher. Something about it. Like, it's bigger, it's faster, it's stronger. It's just such a good splash. This level's kind of weird, because it starts off like this, it then does this weird trick segment that you usually see in dedicated levels. Like, I don't know what the design document for this level looked like, but it sure as hell wasn't a straight line. Also, I like this weapon. It's like really underpowered if you're firing it at really close range. You need to get that itty-bitty distance to get that itty-bitty extra power. Otherwise, you're just shooting blanks. And in a better designed wad, you wouldn't have the ammo to make up for it. The problem is that it's so ammo efficient that in most situations, it's way more... Okay, so in most situations when you get large amounts of rockets, it's because A, you're fighting a Cyber Demon, or B, you're fighting a Horde. And if you're fighting a Horde, this thing can take care of Hordes so goddamn good. If you're fighting a Cyber Demon, you probably have an arena with enough space to build up power, so you're generally speaking going to be too efficient for the ammo count to make up. Ain't that exciting. Oh, I need to set my clock. I don't know why, but this digital clock likes to somehow lose track of time. Hello. And those guys are just arachnid lights. With a bit of stealth tech, I guess. Oh, this one's kind of funky. I don't know how to feel about this, but it's a cute little setup. Oh no, it's Cyber Demon! Oh, it's gone. To be fair, the Cyber Demon does play a massive part in the later sections of the level, but it's kind of weird that they introduce him this early on. It's like, come on, I'm playing Doom, I'm not reading a novel, you don't need to foreshadow everything like that. Usually they do it at the beginning, like you shoot once and then it's like, haha! All the enemies are triggered, which I still don't know how enemy triggering rules work. I need to look that up. I really need to look that up. Because I find myself asking myself quite often, what exactly is the rules by which enemies are triggered according to gunshots? And also, why the hell did Johnny Romero implement that only the melee attacks don't do that? I think the chainsaw still does, but the melee attack does not, the basic one at least. E button. Whoops. God damn it. Well, I'm ragged down to the bone. Good lucky for me, there awaits us a delicious surprise. Not that one. Just hold on to that one for later, kids. Awesome. Also, for some reason, this is considered a secret. I'll just trigger it. Oh, I forgot about that guy. It's a weird spawn. Here are 3 shotgun men, and then also an explosion! Do you want to die? It's lame, but he could have just prevented this with, like, any number of things he could have done, actually. Actually, this feels just like the mid-chain gun in terms of sniping. It's lame, but I fought so many Revenants already, I don't care. Hello! Took a lot of shoot. I kind of like their design though, like their little rotating skull things. It's kind of neat. It's just that they suck. If you just weren't so aggressive, maybe people would like you. Just giving you some advice. You don't have to blow up at me. Ha! Your rockets were too big for your britches. Nothing quite sells an audience like a good old pun. Where's that imp? I clearly heard an imp triggering sound. Oh, whatever. Were there archviles in this group? I don't recall. Nah, we'll just stick to rockets then. Hate that. Hate it when that happens. Ooh. Okay, there's a whole bunch of skull platforms out there. Great! Love it! Will not phone mom about it. Any more? Nope. 88 armor. I think that's still mega armor. Yep. So if we can just... there's some armor bonuses up there, so that'll be nice. Boop. Ooh, I remember this bit. This bit's nasty. See, we can't stay here. But I kinda wanna kill him. I wonder how the... So, I know that the photonic rocket launcher, the projectiles get bigger over time, as does the splash radius. But, does the accumulation of power purely accumulate in the form of extra splash damage, or does the base projectile impact still do extra damage? Because if it's only the splash that improves, then it's really kind of garbage against cyber demons, since you don't get that bonus damage because they're immune to splash damage. Unless they made an exception for that. Can you kill a cyber demon with barrels? That's a good question. Because barrels are technically all splash damage, aren't they? I think they're just conventional rocket damage, but splash. Don't burn my butt. Oh, this is probably for later when we come back here. Yeah. Yeah. I like how I did it in the way that you want me to. Didn't even teleport his corpse in, did you? Ah, how nerve-wracking this would have been. See, the cyber demon shows up in that cage, and he shows up there for, this is like a bit of a thing. This is the thing of the level. Oh, I'm actually out. Quaint. Very quaint. He's a bit of a recurring element in the level. Because this whole section is him, and then at the end he appears on a platform. I'll point out the platform when we see it, but you'll be like, ah, yeah, that's natural that there's a platform that they put the cyber demon on. Yuck. Oh, hello. I have a lightning gun, I don't fear you. I also have a hand, so I do not fear these switches. So it's like, oh no, I must run from the cyber demon! And you trigger this platform. And there he is, and you're like, oh no! I must run into the crushers or die. But luckily, I took care of him already. There's really not much stopping you from doing that, by the way. Like, I'm really surprised they didn't take some precautions. Because you get a lot of rockets. It's not something you can't just not do, you know? Like, even with the conventional weapon set. You'll have some shotgun rounds, so you can do the double barrel shotgun, which is pretty decent damage. It's comparable to the rocket launcher. I think it's actually better than the rocket launcher, since the splash damage doesn't count. But, yeah, it's like, you can take care of him. You have the ammo. You have the ammo to take care of Magoober McGee. Unless the damage potential of most Ancient Alien of the Final Doomer pack are actually greater than the vanilla weapon pack, in which case it might not be possible. I don't know. Not familiar with the exact numbers. And you're like, oh, wait, where do I go? Where's the thing I need to pick up? And the answer is it's in one of those alcoves that the Hell Knights came from, which in my opinion is kind of a sassy move, but... Let's have a drink. Also, I don't think these crushers are ever affected by any, by anything being stuck under it. They just keep going at the same pace. So that's kind of interesting, which I think is neat. It's an underappreciated element of video game design. Also, I don't think the end room is ever used in a malicious way. It's always just the end room. It's there. You can leave. Goodbye. Wave your mom goodbye. Don't forget to write her a letter. Ah, this level. Ah. I want to see the explosion. You robbed me! I demand compensation! You're almost dead, so I'm not gonna waste the freaking rockets on you. Oh man, it gets so nice and big. It's like a big, chunky ball of light, technically. there. I want to take care. Over there it might take care of itself sometime, but I think I'm going to take care of them ahead of time. Because anything you can do ahead of time is something worth doing, since now you don't have to worry about it later. Whoa. It's very daring that I've come to the point where I have the courage and the heroism to just rub my face in that big old belly and just give me a couple new piercings. I cauterized the wounds for free. I mean, sometimes my arrogance does get the better of me and I end up in the middle of a whole bunch of Cacowards demons and I'm like, well, GG. Good game, concede. Please do not rematch. There's something about it that feels a bit simple compared to the other levels. Like, there's clearly a lot of complexity in the geometry, but it just feels and looks simple. It's the lack of, like, a splash of color. Like, those are the light sources, but they pixel into the distance. Only if you play with 1080p might they have some shine to them. Hey! I'm trying to appreciate the aesthetics of this place, you jackass. It's your boy Safi Crook, the tour guide. Officially demoted after not sprinkling enough chocolate sprinkles on someone's ice cream. When they say 2 handfuls, they mean 2 big hands. Don't you be a cheapskate. Also, I'm on team. I never noticed chips spoiled as a pun. People are like, haha, you never noticed it was a pun. You are clearly an inferior Homo sapiens. You probably don't even know what homo stands for in that context. They just have a grand old party. And I'm like, sure, you go have a party. But the fact that people don't notice proper nouns or puns is kind of a given. If anything, it's a proper noun. Why would you suspect it of being something evil and malicious? Like, you don't walk into someone's house and go, I think your name is a pun. That's like, am I living in a video game? Why is the potato crunch called Chiptastic? Instead of Lay's potato chips. Yeah, I kind of want to do that one again. I want to carve out a little space. Let's roll. No, I didn't pick that one up. My ears are too keen to pick up on the sound. So don't you try to cheese me. Goddamn Newton Nugget. Why must you obey the laws of action and reaction? It makes you so unwieldy. I like this. It's like, hey, you can kill these arch-files ahead of time if you want to. If you can find the secret. I want more secrets to do that. Where it's like, hey, instead of getting just an item, you also get, like, a leg up. Like, I don't have to put up with this jackass. That'd be nice. That'd be great. If there's just a button, and it kills all the pain elementals in the level. I would pay a lot of money for a button like that. I would probably trade someone's sister for it. Not mine. She wouldn't agree to it. She would find the terms disappointingly low. But so is the fish. So is the fish. And this is the actual technical point you're supposed to deal with them. But again, the potential of the rocket launcher far exceeds any reasonable limits. But I kind of like that it's a trade-off, you know? It's like, hey, the rocket projectile takes a little bit of distance, takes some time to get to its destination. So you trade accuracy, or better said, you are gambling that you have the accuracy, to make the shot still land. And in return, you get extra damage. It's neat. It's fun. And as I've said, it's a mechanic that doesn't come up a lot in Doom. Usually it's the other way around. It's like, oh, can you get close enough to get all the shotgun pellets to hit the target? Very rarely is it the opposite of, like, are you manly enough to take this shot from afar? Are you a bad enough dude to save the president? The answer is universally, depends on the context. Is the president
going to be excited to be saved, or is he gonna like file a lawsuit? Is he gonna be like a struggling rescue victim? He's like, you are not the person who's saving my life. Is it also which president are we talking? It's kind of important detail here. Is the specific presidente? I feel like there are some presidents in this world that are easier to save than others. Forget about those guys, because usually you're like hanging out down here or taking cover from Archfire. You are likely to be in their line of fire. There's another one up there if I recall correctly, but he seems to have already died. Presumably from shooting the wrong person and getting shot in return for it. My expectations are dashed, because that's like the perfect cover where they put like a monster and you're like, oh no, a monster! This part's annoying. Because once we cross that little magic line, you better be ready. You better not cry, because you get just fucking backstabbed by a goddamn army. Like in front of you, you'll see what's over there in a second, but yeah, it's like a revenant, a Caco demon. It's a lot of body. It's a lot of body, and they do not stop shooting until they are dead or stunned. So those doo-dooters are gonna tear a big chunk out of you, and they're like, I'm gonna reload because that wasn't fun. And I'm like, I kind of like it. It's kind of a neat ambush. It's also one you can cheese. It's like, hey, if you know the level, you can do this a lot faster and not look like an idiot doing it. But if you don't, you're gonna look like an idiot. I don't get this. Why in God's name is the trigger line this freaking complicated? You could just make a box, a little square, or a triangle, or slightly shift it back and just make the triangle attached to. I don't have a cursor, so I can't point anything out. But yeah, this is a very involved trigger line, and I imagine it's something to do with someone cheesing something. What if you come from behind? Nobody knows, because no one ever comes from behind. I mean, you call it the blue key card, but it's a little bit purplish. I call it more lilac, or violet. And if you're one of those wacky Americans, it's pink. Yep. Oh, God damn it. Really? Really? I miss 1 health. And that's... Ooh. Ooh. That reminds me. In fact, something I've been wanting to try. Nope. It still gives you health. Oh, this part sucks because the suit's over. Nope. Where's the suit? There's a suit, right? You're not just gonna throw a man into a pile of gunk and tell him there's no suit. I was waiting for you, the MC. Ow! Pick that up when I'm done. How does this place work again? Oh. You have to wait until the game says that you're ready. I hate that. Wow! I hate it! And no suit. If there was a suit, it was hidden, and I hate it. No one invited you to my birthday party. Why did you have to show up? Come on, man. Come on. Oh, man. And finally, it was when we traded blows that I learned the true meaning of things. These waterfalls look neat, but there's no switch. Not by the looks of it, and not by the looks of it, but maybe the teleporter goes somewhere because there's a secret up there. No, just put you back here. That's a secret I'll mark on the section no clue. And that's fine. You can't learn all the mysteries of life. There's a lot of mysteries. Sometimes you just gotta find the ones that you want to learn the most and just focus on those instead. Hello? Why is this here? I could have just taken the teleporter. What the fuck? Unless... Oh, that probably raised this platform, didn't it? That's how you get here. Get over here. Something down there. What's down here? Just some plutonium. gonna... I thought there was something special down here because there were 3 items. Just looks like a place that would have been something. It's like, oh, it's a drop-down ledge. You're gonna drop down. This part's neat. They do a more extreme version of this later with sky bridges, which admittedly they did a great job, and it looks pretty damn cool. It is also somewhat discombobulating, and I can imagine that someone with epilepsy or like motion sickness or something of the comparable sort would have some issues with the particular implementation. Now let's go take care of the fat man on the hill. Heck knows how he got there. He walks way too slow to make it up a hill in any reasonable amount of time. So either someone is very patient. He's probably one of those, you know, he's one of those nepotism hires. It's like, oh, he's my son. Now, he'll do well after once he loses a couple of pounds. I'm like, he'll never lose those pounds when he's on this job, man. You know as well as I do that this job is not going to fix his weight problem. That's not what jobs do. Unless you, like, put him in construction, I guess. Ow. Wow! That's a heck of a lot of damage. Hell! We're all the way back here. Yeah, okay, so that's needed for the platform. Whatever. Whatever. It doesn't change how grumpy I am. I kind of want to save those. Because there's a couple of archfiles who are going to show up. Because, of course, this is like primal archfile territory. I just hate how annoying an archfile is. Revenue is entirely dependent on whether or not they spawn any homing rockets. It's like, oh, they're manageable. No, they're not. They are manageable on the exclusive Epic Store exclusive deal that they don't use their annoying attack, or that you can go to them as melees, which is kind of hard. It's a lot harder than it looks. Do I have I think I have melee booster already. So. Do I? I don't. Did I resurrect myself at some point? Why did I lose? I'm pretty sure I got resurrected. I still got lots to learn when it comes to close range melee dances with archival units. These guys take like 2 shots. Seems like a fucking cheese grater. It takes a while, but you'll make a big mess out of whatever you're shooting at. Which is not how cheese graters work, now that I think about it. However, since I am a merciful game, the analogy stands. I got this one guy's just standing here. It's like, when would this guy ever succeed at his job? He's standing directly in the line of fire. You're gonna hit him. There's nothing he can do. At most, you can plead for an extension. Probably a lot more impressive if you were dealing with the vanilla weapon pack, since you don't have that really gnarly weapon. Although I guess you would have the plasma gun, which is still pretty good at taking out archfiles. It's just not as reliable on the stun. And it's the stun you need, man. It's if you can kill an archfile in 1 cycle, that's all you need. That's all a gun needs to do. Technically, the BFG can do it too. It just feels good with the BFG. Wait, what? Are you telling me that the teleportation coverage isn't perfect? So if I enter from here, the teleporter shouldn't work. I was lied to. I was had. I was conned. I was thrown for a loop. I mean, I kind of like it. I like faces. I like surfaces. I guess I like topology. Ooh, this level. Ooh. First and foremost, if you can read this, please pay some... How many blocks is this? We got a Quintus. Another Quintus. That one up there is a Septus. In front of us is a Trinus. And another Septus. And the one off to the right over there is 5 plus 4 is a Nontus? I think it's a Nontus. It's a lot of Tetris. I keep forgetting that the regular shotgun is so reliable. It's not gonna make your head explode with being awesome, but it just gets the job done. And at the end of the day, I have a little appreciation and my little baby heart for things that just get the job done. Anyway, welcome to the mall. The trigger lines are for the lights. Why is there a conveyor belt in the middle of nowhere? No one will ever know. But why do they have conveyor belts in malls instead of industrial elevators and, you know, all that kind of jazz? The world will never know. Probably because y'all are lazy fucks and want to stay extra thick for the summer. But is that body slowly floating? No, that's a detail that I haven't seen in like any Doom area ever, really. I kind of like that. I kind of like that the body just slowly floats away. That's awesome. That's really... Why do I like that effect so much? What is wrong with me? Why is the first thing I notice the fact that the bodies are floating away until they reach a point where the water would logically be stagnant? God damn it. We're gonna get to that triangle one in a second, don't worry about it. You know, actually we're supposed to go there right now. I thought you were spawns, but no, you're actually already here. They were here all the way from the beginning. Such heroes. Such valiant heroes. Anyway, I love it. There's something about that that tickles my babyest heart. I forgot. The situation is not as peachy keen as I originally made it out to be. Oh, look at those. Look at that. I want to go up there. I want to go up there and just show you how nice this looks. Just look at this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pyramid. I have rockets. What am I doing? Okay, we're gonna take care of this right now. Look at how big that shot. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's so big! It just blew up half the side of the mountain. Atomic bomb. Oh, how can you not like that, man? How can you? What kind of monster do you have to be? Under what cursed star must your corporeal form have entered this plane of existence that it doesn't go, oh, that's cool. Look at that rainbow. Just gotta aim and fire. Which, to be fair, is the instruction manual of anything that shoots. Use off. I guess. Hello there. There's a lot of you. And I hate that because you guys just you can't stop yourself, can you? Just once you get hit with anything, it's like Newtonian physics. Just kind of go out the window. It's like I'm just gonna go over here now. Goodbye. If it was up to me, Newton's meatballs wouldn't be so aggressive. But so is the fish. And as they say, there's one thing you can't tell a chef. It's how to do his fish. For some reason that I can't explain, there's just a revenant here. Just the one. Just the one. Just in case you were wondering if there were going to be revenants in this level, the one guy shows up. Like they had some sort of minimum revenant contract, and they were like, we're missing one. It's like, just put him in the elevator. Which is weird, because there's a whole section up there where I think a whole bunch more revenants show up anyway. So it's like, okay, who are you trying to impress? Which one of you has the girlfriend that really loves those buggers? Taste my atomic bomb. Did that just pass the barrier? Though thankless work. There are many. Oh, God damn, there's so many of you guys. Fine. Whoa, never mind. Okay. New gun, who this? It's Newton's meatballs. I hate it. The Mancubus, I can anticipate. The Mancubus, I can appreciate. But a goddamn meatball just does whatever the hell it feels like. It was him. Just gotta shoot him until they pop! Like balloons. Like that balloons game. Am I a monkey all along? Was I but throwing darts? Such is the question of life, is it not? It isn't. But the very implication that it might be is the one that truly gets you. Look at these nice bricks. Leads you all the way over here, which is some armor you can't pick up, and you're like, why did you leave me here? Whoever left this trail of breadcrumbs should be fired. And I'm like, yep, that's kind of where society's ended up over the last few years. Welcome to Neo Society. Where the gamers rise up, and for some reason you're not allowed to criticize something for reasons that are not apparent. Unless you're a game journalist, in which you're like, my paycheck relies on me not criticizing things and things being liked. God damn, man. It's like the only time game journalists actually get angry about something is when it's such an easy pick and like such a low cost, what's it called again? The price of making enemies out of the people who made it is so low that they can get away with it. Or it's like such an open shut case that they would lose credibility by not hating it. It's just sad, man. Like, what kind of world are you in? What kind of dimension door did you go through? Did you end up in this shit world where you're not allowed to say what you think? To such an extent that you have to shut down everyone else. Listen, I very much appreciate your contributions to the holiday fair, but that does not exempt you from my no blood, no shirt, no service policy. It's a very odd policy, I know. It's not your traditional kind of policy. It's probably not going to hold any ground in any legal situation. I've already checked with my lawyer. He told me that I can get bent before he's going to enforce this in court. But a man can dream, and a wall can presumably stop some things. That's what walls do. Where the hell did you come from? Not asking for a friend this time. I want to know where you came from. You were not here a bit ago. Now you're here. Now, admittedly, I do happen to have some knowledge about general physics, so I know that an entropic state can't return. You can't just figure out where it's going to go or what's going to happen. But I do know that we can figure out that you don't just spontaneously come into existence. Therefore, you came here via a means. Also, I like this little section. Look at it. First, we got these nice fractional triangles. Fractional. Delicious. Then we got this little electronical stuff. Got a soft spot for that. Got a big soft spot in my babyest heart for these things. And this guy's like all the way over here. And it's like, ooh, it's a server. Like, this little thing is awesome. I want more of this. Put them in every map. I don't care if it fits. But please put a cooler over it and take off the light. It's so good. It's so garish. Ugh. Anyway, let's get into a fight. Them's fighting words, kids. Oh, I forgot this fight's not all that impressive. When put into context, a lot of things are not nearly as impressive as the first two. This is like a situation where the fact that this is a flat line is that you can get away with so much. You can lie on your taxes. That's what you can get away with. Now, I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying you can. These are different words with different meanings. Hello. I guess you're done with your buddy, huh? Oh, hello there. Oh, you know, we gotta go back up there. Because something is awaiting us. Hope you brought your proton packs. Oh, this isn't the time yet. Okay. I remember there's a moment where there's just a whole bunch of dudes standing here. It's like one of the rare times where zombie men, or alien, as they are called, are at. I really like the ending credits, because it's like everything is an alien. And I really do like the concept of alien. Because it just defies everything that the English language has stood for thousands of years. It just makes me go, goo. You gotta stand on that little ledge to do that. Yeah, trigger point's over there. Of course, it's always near the key. Why would the trigger point be literally anywhere else? I don't know. Did why are they dead, Revenant? Did you kill them? Are you mean? Are you a jerk? Did someone not give you a Christmas present that was $50? Like they said, oh, I spent $50 on this. It's just very expensive wrapping you had left from last year. You just invest a whole bunch of money in wrapping that seems like it's worth $50, but it really isn't. Just to get back up there. Was there an archfile here? Probably. There's always an archfile. It's like at this point, if I made a bet with someone, it's like every level there's an archfile, you have to pay me some money. You'd be like, you're cheating. And I'd be like, yeah, because I play the levels, you dingus. Do your homework. I also like how much this thing pushes enemies aside on impact. It's got a lot of pressure to it. It's neat. Oh, there's more dudes up there, huh? Well then. I want to go say hello! Hello! I'm Hutzen Zuschen Stritchenflugel from the land of the Germans. I made the name up, but you're probably convinced it's something real, and that's the joke. Look at that. I like that. I like that. It's cute. What's not cute is the fact that I'm about to blow up a whole bunch of people. But it does demonstrate just the horde-killing potential of this freaking thing. Jesus, they're all gibbed. Revenant, please come by. Be disappointed by your inability to help any of them. If you like bullet ammo, you're not going to be disappointed. Jesus. Yeah, and normally they only drop 5 bullets. It's not much. You don't get your money's worth that you need to actually keep shooting. Like you barely make a profit on them. Like shotgun guys, where you get 4 shotgun shells and you have to invest this 1. It's kind of shit when you think about it. The game really doesn't like it, but it makes sense because the chain gun and the plasma gun almost have the firing rate necessary to stun lock most enemies, so there's a reason they were skittish with that. Plasma ammo is already pretty rare and extremely powerful, but bullets just don't show up, period. Anyway, this section kind of blows. I think I'm gonna take a potty break. Potty break and a moment where I'm not continuously talking. Oh, actually, I need to stop. So this level's gonna be the last one. So let's just kick our feet up. So everyone, gamers unite and such, and I'll see you next Tuesday. I know, there's just something comical about saying a very strong political slogan. It's like this offhand comment. Well, deaths to the proletariat, and I'll see you guys next week. There's something about it that just feels so hilarious and disingenuous that I love it. It's my kind of humor. I might say that's not funny. It is. The comedy is in the fact that it's inappropriate and kind of silly. Which means that a lot of my jokes are just astute observations. Jackass, you're so annoying. Wah, 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 wah. Well, this one's on me, kids. This one's on me. God damn it, I thought it would work. You know what? I kind of want to call it here, because I really need a potty break, and I don't have that much time. You know what? Let's just take a potty break. I'll just take a potty break. Well. Nice potty break. I'm not out of breath because I insist on walking and running up the stairs. Like a dingus. Like a dingus would. Come on, I'm here. Hello. You're taking your sweet time, aren't you? There. Notice me, senpai. Yeah. forgot. There's more people in this room than just me. Only a few. What the heck is he doing here? Were you a late spawn in from the candy cane bunch? No, there's another one. What? Guys needs to work on your logistics, man. Pretty sure you could play Doom like by the map. On vanilla at least, since things are infinitely tall and you have a lot of auto aim going on. And compensate for a lot of your inaccuracies related to the Z-axis. Well, the Y-axis, whatever axis you want to call it. Jesus. I went like a freaking rocket. Oh, okay, so those are... That's interesting. Interesting uses of force fields. Yeah, we interesting. Now, the yellow skull key to activate this object? Would have fooled me. Wait. No, I could open this the first time. Where's the yellow skull key then? Yeah, I could open this original here. Something's up. Something's up. It's like a recharge station, isn't it? It's just more you. Couldn't artificially intelligent your way out of a box. Spawn in everyone on the ground. Ow. But I didn't know that. Oh, hell. Oh boy. Stay safe here. Okay. Or depending on the context, kids and kidettes. Refresher before I started properly taking the course. Now I need to find out where the yellow skull key is because I know I picked it up before I went to the BFG door. Something fishy is going on. And it may involve no clip to fix it. I think just do it right now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I remember! I remember what I never did. Oh, fuck, shit. How could I forget this? I never did this because it's not mandatory to beat the level. And I was always like, I'm gonna have to go there eventually. But no, you don't have to go here. That's the point. That's why it requires the yellow skull key. Did I really just weave through? Ooh, awesome. I'm getting gooder. Man, that slip and slide reminds me a lot of Rain World characters. Slip and slide. Why does Robbie Rodden suggest that they'll slip and slide in a Penelope when they can slip and slide on an actual slip and slide? That's Canadians for you. Ba 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 ba. Now we can get my buffka. I love me a buffka. It's a very interesting stylization of the buffka. It's awesome. It's dumb, but I like dumb. Are you dumb? Will you be my friend? And if not, will you at least be my neighbor? I'll save like $50 on my 401k. Ah, you were a friend of me. You were here all the way from the beginning. Hello. How the hell did you not hit me? How many classes did you fail that you couldn't hit me? I was right there and my heart wasn't even in it. Didn't even have the heart of the cards, kids. This shit's all going to hell. Get out of my way. Skeleton head. Goodbye. I mean, I guess you got out of my way. You were respecting of my personal limits, but I don't know, it just feels like too little too late at some point, you know? It's like at some point you gotta take the initiative on making things right, or people just think you're disingenuous. Just some life advice there, kid. Just trying to be nice. You're the one who's flying at me, trying to bite my skin off my skull. I forgot. This place spawns enemies for just about every pickup you can find. It's kind of absurd, really. Also, think about this noise makes it sound like it's shooting needles. Something sharp and nasty about it. I was waiting for him. That did something somewhere, but I'm not quite sure. should play the Blob again soon. It's a nice game. It's a great time, fun time, happy-go-lucky time. Don't have to put up with Petrovich, Ichkovich. Successive names. Just because you think your name is short doesn't mean you just keep inventing syllables to add to your name. That's not how this works! On top of that, you've gotten it wrong like several times yourself. Your name is just too long, kid. Is it really your name if it's so long you can't even remember it yourself? At what point does a name cease to be a name? Oh, fuck, I didn't push the button. How did you get here? Who gave you the backstage pass? Was it Missy? Oh, Missy's gonna get it. The fuck's this hexen-ass button pushing? I gotta push the lever and I gotta be careful not to get my fingers caught in the chain. Then this happens. And we teach all these guys that plasma guns just can't weigh up to a good old-fashioned cut. Especially not the 47 model. There's also 74, which made me go, did they wait for this one, or what? Now, if you don't have the Bufka, you're fucked. This is not a manly man's fight for a man without a Bufka. It just ain't gonna happen, kid. While your brazen nature is appreciated and noted for future generations, you just ain't gonna cut it. Sometimes you need things you don't have. Forgot you guys spawned in. Luckily they're up high now, so evasion is a matter of perspective. Ah! Please, Cyber Demon, come, Cyber Demon. Atomic Blast! Too much pink energy is dangerous! I gave him a fair warning, after the fact, but I gave him a warning. And at the end of the day, isn't a warning something we can all use a little of? That's cool, though. But I kind of want to skip the exit. Just take a closer look at this thing. There's so much detail went into this. It's clearly an object they could manipulate and copy-paste to a new place. Since the detailing is spot on across the board. If it was done by hand, you would have seen that. Ah, yep. Oh, okay, so that's why they put the open at the end, because... Oh my god, that looks so bad! You don't look at it like that. And that's also why we're always lower than it, so you can't see it doesn't really have a top. What's this thing over here? Like, why is this here? It's just some random text floating in this, which is stagnant on the other side. Is that how the textures just work in Doom? Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's kind of a little set piece. Anyway, remember those sky bridges? Well, those are about to happen. Gateway to knowledge, pinpointed 14,000 miles above the ocean. Isn't that like way beyond space? I'm the best at space. Except when I actually try. So I don't know, is why this space is so is just so goddamn huge. Like, why is it this massive? Did they want to make doubly sure the player could never see the teleportation process that usually happens? Why did we open the windows? Why aren't these herd floors? To be fair, I would have complained if they were herd floors. Next time, what awaits us in Skyland? And this funky-ass music. Funky. Funky spunky.